live edition of the Heart of the East End in honor of Sunita, Narma, and Tracy Kessler of NOFO Live. You may have seen it on the gram, right?
Yeah.
How long have you guys been doing NOFO Live?
This is our 5th season?
Wow.
Yeah.
So 4 years.
Yeah.
And let's talk about how it began, how the two of you met one another.
Oh, I love that story. So I have a tendency to overshare on Instagram.
I understand.
And
how
so
this goes.
Sunita took that as an invitation to reach out, and she asked me to meet for a smoothie. And so we did. And the rest is history, actually.
Where did you get the smoothie?
The Giving Room.
Oh, we love
Yeah,
the Giving
it's
Room,
Yeah.
as one does when
Yes.
looking for a smoothie on the North Fork.
Yeah.
I love that you are an oversharer. That
Me too.
is a good thing.
I think I call my
I think it's a
willingness to share my vulnerability is like my superpower.
Yeah. And that is something that resonates with the up-and-coming generations. It's interesting because it resonates with the up-and-coming generations, but also there's an extra barrier sometimes for the younger folk
Well,
because
I've
of the
actually
fear of
found
being cringy, right?
the older folk are so thankful that someone is talking about the dialogue that's going on in their head, because the older folk generally don't overshare.
Right.
So they hear someone that looks like them, that's living similar life as them, sharing about things, and they have found solace in knowing that they're not alone.
I love this about you. And Sunita, something I love about you is that you create beautiful jewelry,
Oh,
which I saw around your neck. And they did plan the beautiful matching.
well, you say they, but Tracy is the brand aesthetic, so Tracy planned, I follow.
I'm in charge of marketing. She's in charge of booking guests and basically all communication with everybody.
Which is a big job.
A huge job.
Which I love. It's not really a job, because that is kind of the life that I want to lead, is being connected to the community and being connected to the people. So for me, it doesn't feel like a job.
Beautiful. I love it.
Which is really why we've been able to show up every single Friday for the last 4 years, because sometimes time just flies, and then when we look back and go, have we really been doing so many conversations and so many episodes? But the reason it works is because we keep it simple.
Right.
We don't have a studio, which is great, by the way, to be the
I'm actually
fancy
now
studio.
like, can we get a studio? I love
You
that.
know what? I think that it is beautiful that you're able to be nimble,
Yeah.
because you are also able to show up on site to places
Yes.
more easily.
Yes.
Right?
And then the guests that we talk to are able to do it from the comfort of where they are and the ease of where they are. So, and you know, like similar to you, we're live in the morning, so it's
I
9
know,
a.m.
that's why I've never seen.
Well, I never put my face on. Tracy tries to put her face
I
on, and the
do.
guest doesn't have to. You know, they can, because we do our podcast or show from our own phones, and it's simple for the guest, and a lot of times they're able to be in their restaurant or in their studio and talk to us from there, which is really
Which
nice.
I
so
think
you're not
that's
all
important.
together.
No. I think that's important, that the guest gets to come from their space where they're doing what they're doing. So we started the show really in an effort to build our own communities. We were both what are considered transplants here, even though both of us have families who've been out here.
It's still tough.
But we came out later in life, and we wanted to grow our community in an organic way.
Right.
Neither of us are big drinkers, so it wasn't like we were going to go to bars or wineries, you know, and meet people there necessarily. So we decided to start the show and use whatever influence we had on social media to invite other people to say, like, hey, do you want to talk about whatever you're doing?
Yeah.
Your photography, your store, your passion, whatever it is. There's no criteria to be on. If you're doing something on the North Fork, that's the only criteria. They have to be on the North Fork.
That's the same with my show.
And that, you know,
the
whatever
North
you
Fork,
want to
but
talk
the East
about.
End.
Yeah, whatever you want to talk about.
And I've opened it up a little bit to Long Island.
Yeah.
It needs to have some connection to Long Island.
Yeah.
Are you doing something on Long Island? Do you live on Long Island? Are you
Yes.
from Long Island?
Yes.
Well, Long Island is in your name, so that
Yeah.
works.
Yeah.
North Fork is in our name,
Oh,
so the
we're-
North
so I'm-
Fork works.
But we
fine.
have had
I'm East End, but I still
Yeah.
I still open it up
Yeah.
to Up Island
we
and
have
across
had
the
people
South. 'cause
from
we did.
like other towns who sell things on the North Fork, or
Right.
you know, come
Right,
and
exactly.
go to fairs on the North Fork or things
It's
like
a very
that.
loose connection to the North Fork.
Yeah.
But it is sort of like a hyper local, because the types of conversations we do have are really about the North Fork, and I don't know that anybody, you know, in California is listening to us.
What are some
Not yet.
What are some things
yet.
that you've learned about the North Fork through doing this in the
Oh my
past
gosh,
5 years?
so many things. And actually, we always joke that we're looking for an intern to help us go through all of our past episodes to kind of catalog.
Well, and also I imagine that you have a rich catalog of content
Yes.
for social
Yes,
media.
yes. But one of my things that I am desperately would personally use. So we started the show from the very first one of asking the same 5 questions of every guest.
Oh,
that we had.
cool.
So there's some continuity between
Yeah.
it, and one of them is.
Oh, I guess I should.
What?
I know I'm going to be on with you guys, so I'll write
Yeah.
these down.
Well,
What
we
are the
sent
questions?
you an info sheet
Okay,
to
okay.
get everything you need. One of them is, what farm stand do you go to, and what do you like to get there?
Oh.
And it's so interesting to see the different answers that people have. Like, I get my tomatoes over here, and I get my, you know, chard over
Do
there.
you know
and
what?
I
You
get
know
my-
what immediately came to mind first for me? That came to mind is there's a great place to get duck eggs.
Ooh, just tell us.
Jamesport. You know where the Hampton Coffee Company location
Yes,
is?
I do.
So there's that
is it
street.
Goodale Farms,
What is it?
where they have the goats?
There's no.
No. Okay.
It's not. It's just
Okay.
that's all they have is like duck eggs.
See, those are
and
my
chicken
favorite
eggs.
Yes.
farm stands, because they don't have a name.
Yeah.
It's somebody in
It's
their
somebody.
backyard growing
It's somebody.
cucumbers,
It's somebody.
and they put it
some-
out, and that's the
somebody's
place to go.
got, Somebody's got ducks
Yeah.
near Hampton Coffee in Riverhead, and if you go down that road, which the name is blanking right now, it does lead eventually to the boulevard. That's all I can tell you.
Okay.
On the left-hand side, if you're heading toward the boulevard, or on the right side if you're coming.
Well, is it where the
Outside.
post office is when you go?
No,
past?
it's in a neighborhood.
Okay.
It's just across the street from Hampton Coffee Company is a street, and if you go down that street on the left-hand side, there's a
I
place
think
where
that
you
street
can
is
get
called Laura.
Laura.
Well, on the
Avenue.
way back, we're
Laura.
gonna make a
I mean,
detour.
my
and look.
my
I'll
mom
pull
goes
it
down
up.
it every day.
I'll
I
pull it
I
up.
know where
But
you're
this
talking
is the
about.
kind of conversations we have every single Friday, right?
Yeah.
I joke, because we have a woman entrepreneurial group on the North Fork. That means
Oh, is that
everyone-
Web?
That's
Yes.
the Web
We
group, yeah.
love
We
Web.
love
Yeah.
Web. So sometimes, every time we go around the circle, talk about ourselves, and, you know, everybody says who they are and what they do, and I always introduce myself as a professional sunset watcher, because I love watching a sunset every day. I'm lucky enough to live on the south.
Oh,
So one of the
North
5 questions.
Fork sunsets are the
They are
best.
the best, they are the best.
Sorry.
So one of the 5 questions is, where do you like to catch a sunrise or a sunset? So we get a lot of
Yeah, so
information
that's
of
I-
good spots.
I mean, we could be providing all of these guides if somebody had the time to go through all our past
Oh, yeah.
episodes.
It's Shade Tree Lane, by the way. It's
Ah,
in
yes.
Aquabog, and it is the same road that the senior center is on.
Yeah,
Yes.
Continue.
Oh, yes.
Good to know.
Yes.
See, this is
In the
this is
area.
what we learn every Friday. And the other thing, and it is kind of on repeat, is we are reminded every single Friday about how the North Fork community is so special and unique.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes we take it a little bit for granted, and we assume that every community is like the North Fork, but it really isn't.
Yeah.
Like, people come every Friday, we're reminded about how it's always collaboration over competition.
Yes.
It's always, you know?
If you want to do well in the
Yes.
area.
Well, that's the
Yeah.
point, right? Everybody's
Mhm.
supporting each other.
Yes.
I mean, it's beautiful, and one of
If
the
I'm
reasons
if I'm totally honest, every Friday morning at 7, I'm in my mind going, why am I doing this every Friday? Why am I rushing to get makeup on this early in the morning? And then by the time we hit the
Then you're
last
doing it.
question, and they're telling us, and we're listening to what this person is contributing to the community and what the community is giving back to them, I'm almost in tears. My heart is so full and so swollen with love that I'm like, this is why I do this. This is why I get
You're
my makeup on.
exercising, like it's kind of like exercise.
Yeah.
You know, it's a workout. It's a workout for your heart.
Yeah, it's every single time we text each other right after. We go, "What a great show!"
Who is coming up this Friday morning?
Ooh,
That's up
now
to
you
Sunita.
put,
I
now
don't-
you put me on the spot.
I usually
know.
know
I
Thursday.
do
night.
know. I'm completely blanking now. I know that Peconic Gold Oysters is coming up in a week or two.
Okay.
You'd think I would have looked who's coming up this Friday.
That's all right.
But it might be them. You know.
You know what? When
Well,
you're doing
We
the
are
booking,
booked out till
it's,
December.
It's tough.
Yeah, we book out
love
several
that.
months.
We
in
are
advance,
booked out
yes.
till December, so there are, so I do know a few people that are coming. It's just the order that they're coming in escapes me right now.
Do we have the
Okay.
Shoals coming up soon?
We had Maze on already.
Oh,
Yeah.
I missed that one.
Yeah.
I miss a lot.
Next
Well,
week.
Tracy
I
has a
three-year-old.
full-time job.
And a full-time,
So-
yeah.
What do you do?
I own an event production company.
Oh, fabulous.
We just celebrated 20 years in business.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Happy
we do
20th.
Events all over the country.
What is your company called?
TK New York.
Fabulous. And talk about getting into that event space.
Oh, I love that story because I was actually in corporate America and I was doing so well. I was sure I was going to run that company one day, and I looked at that president of that company and I was like, I don't want to do that.
Ooh.
I'm not going to be happy in that. And so what I did is I started volunteering in about 5 or 6 different avenues. I tutored children, I did the Big Brother, Big Sister program, and I volunteered at the Revlon Run Walk for Women. And I went there on my lunch hours and I literally just answered the phone and I opened donation envelopes, and slowly but surely I became the leader of all the volunteers, and then I started working the events, and all of a sudden I thought, this is what I was meant to
This
do.
is someone who has followed their heart.
Yeah, this is what I was meant to do. And so I started working in events, and I took a huge pay cut. My
Mhm.
mom thought I was crazy. I
Mhm.
gave up my health insurance and all of that, and I just knew. I said in my gut, this is what I'm supposed to do, and the money will come. I'm not even worried about it.
That reminds me of the story of me coming and staying here. Because it's the same thing. Because of the cost, the high cost, and I'm someone who came from somewhere else and did not have a family support. You have to be a little crazy to follow your dreams sometimes.
On your gut.
Yes.
You
Because
know? It's your
that
gut.
was something. I thought to myself, I always thought, I'm crazy for doing this because I had to work and struggle so much. But there was something inside telling me to stay.
But you also have to dig deep and
Mhm.
stay and be strong.
Oh,
Because
God.
it's one thing to take the
Oh,
lead, but
yes.
it's another thing to dig your claws in and hang tight.
Well, and it's
because
another thing to trust your gut.
Yeah.
To know, I know that I'm not seeing the results right now,
Yes,
but I
beyond the
trust that they
discomfort,
will
yes.
come.
Yes.
I trust.
Yeah. It takes a long time of not seeing it. And weirdly enough, it brings us right back to that conversation about exercise, because one of the things that deter people from, ramping up their fitness routines is that they don't see results
right away.
immediately.
Yeah.
It's the same sort of thing. This whole building your parachute on the way down type of thinking, or going for or toward your dream, even if you're not seeing the
Yes.
proof in that pudding right away. I don't know. All I have to say is it's worth it.
It is.
Well, and I think it's also important to celebrate the small victories along the way.
One
right?
must.
And that's
One
sort
must.
of how we started our annual party.
Yeah.
Because when we first started this show, we didn't even know where it was going. It was
Yeah.
really, we thought, who would want to listen to us just talk about
Hey, think about Seinfeld, the show
Right.
about nothing.
Yes.
Oh,
True.
So
look
it's
at that.
the same.
Good point.
Yeah.
It's you're a Seinfeld of the socials.
Yes.
That's
So
all.
we did it for a year, and it was great. And then we're in year 2, and it was great, and it was building steam, and lots was happening. And we were like, we need to celebrate the fact that we've completed
Yeah.
2 years. We didn't do anything for the first year, so we decided to throw our first ever
We threw
annual
ourselves a
NOFO
party.
Live party, and invited all the guests that were on the show.
Oh, how beautiful!
And it was wonderful. And I just want to point out that we are not a monetized show. We do not charge anybody anything to be on the show. We do not sell advertising. So it is truly for us a community connection.
Yeah.
And so even at that first celebration, I could tell that there was some hesitancy of, okay, what is this party about? Like, what's
What do
going to
they want
happen?
from me?
Yeah. And as we had that party, and now 4 years later, we have one every single year. It is just such a wonderful feeling of being around community and when we walk down the street, and Tracy,
yeah.
even you know, even because Tracy has a full-time job that takes her to the city.
So I don't walk down the street.
Yeah, but when she does, now
No,
everybody knows, and every time I go any place, it's like,
No, it is fun. Like if we do get an opportunity to go to an event together, and I bring my daughter, and everyone's like, oh my God, it's you guys. It's so fun.
Your daughter, her
Yes.
name, because we have similar aged children.
Yes, we call her Tilly. Her name's Matilda. She's
Oh,
named
yay.
after my great grandmother,
Beautiful.
and we live in my great grandmother's house.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So Tilly lives in Tilly's house,
Oh my God.
and she's a miracle child.
And where are you? Are you in Southold?
We're in Jamesport.
Okay. We love James.
I have to give a little shout out to Tilly because she is
Yes.
a miracle. I created her in my mind. Again, another gut thing. I knew I was going to be a mom, and I had her on my own through IVF. I used a sperm donor and an egg
Beautiful.
donor, and I carried her, and it was miraculous, and it still is.
We love you, Kelly. And now she's here.
Yeah.
3 years.
Yeah.
And Sunita has 3 boys.
yes.
And she
Oh.
has survived.
And I have survived, and they are amazing, and they're all off my payroll. So yay!
They are
And
amazing.
what are your sons' names?
Oh, okay, they're gonna love this. The oldest is Nikolai, and the middle one is Tarek, and the youngest is Roshan. And they truly are incredible. I know, sometimes people think, oh my God, 3 boys, it must have been crazy. And it was a little bit crazy because they're active when they're little, but it's been beautiful watching them transform from young men into adults. And so they all live all over the country, so they're not local here. And so when we moved to the North Fork, it really was a new chapter for me in terms of empty nesting, me and my husband and our dog, and discovering our community, which is really why I feel like I gravitated towards this connection. And it's funny because social media gets a lot of bad rep, but Tracy and I met on Instagram, and I found
You know
through
what?
Instagram I've been able to build a very beautiful community.
Well, and say what you will, the eyes are there,
Mm-hmm.
right? So anyone who wants to poo-poo social media does so at their own, whatever, peril.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there are some rabbit holes you can fall into when you start scrolling and comparing and all of
please
those things.
don't get me started
Yes.
on
But
the-
I just wanted to
the
point
dangers
out
there.
that there are some, good things that can come out of it, depending on how you
Yeah,
choose
well,
to use
and
it.
my social media, when I started the account that I have now, I actually had gone through a very bad divorce, and I was somewhat hiding from my husband. I was scared for my life, and I was moving into my great-grandma's house, and it was kind of ugly and smelly, and so I was renovating it, and I decided to go under a pseudonym, and I started renovating the house, and through it, I started telling my story, and I was renovating my heart live.
Right.
I think that's why people resonate with me, because I was literally living it,
Yeah.
but I was renovating each corner of the room while renovating each corner of my heart, and people really connected with that, and
Yeah.
I got this huge following, and eventually I
Well,
decided to come out from hiding, and
Yeah.
now here I am, Miss
Miss
Tracy Kessler.
So this is year 5?
This is year
When
5.
is the 5th year party?
We actually started May. We just had a
Oh.
party, and
Oh,
this year
how
was
was it?
Oh my God!
It brought the
Huge.
house down.
Where did you go?
So we the last 3 years we've done it at the Halyard,
Okay.
at the Soundview,
Uh-huh.
and this year, mostly to entertain ourselves, we decided to have a theme, and we picked Bollywood. And Tracy ran with
Well,
the
my
theme,
favorite
and
is that
so
she-
we had
Oh
the
my God.
restaurant
She
cooked
says to me,
Indian
well,
food.
you
You had
don't
a
go
Bollywood
overboard.
theme?
We
You can't not go overboard
That's what I
with
said.
Bollywood.
I go, are you kidding me? You're gonna give me I'm an event producer.
Yeah.
You're gonna tell me we're having a Bollywood party and I'm not decking this place
So
out
we
and
brought
doing it all.
decor. We had
performance.
decor flown in from India. We
Who
had
was-
the Halyard
who
cooked Indian
danced?
food. We
Oh.
had a DJ.
Everybody.
It was.
My
I
father was raining on the dance floor.
I think I heard more from people that were not at the party than I did from people that were at the party, because everybody that missed it was like, "Oh my God!" They wanted us to have one every month.
Honestly,
Well,
everyone.
we have one. It's coming up again.
Yeah.
If you missed it, it'll come up again.
So May, our season ends
Yes,
in May. We
okay.
started in May, so we just keep that.
And we do actually sell tickets to that because
Okay.
that's the only thing that we
Well-
really just, it's not even monetizing it, we just cover the cost.
Well,
of
we
the
invite the
party.
guests.
The guests come at
the
our
guests come
cost.
at our cost, and then anybody else who wants to come join us and party, which seems
It
to
was
be.
Well,
phenomenal.
speaking of which, anyone who wants to come and party you and follow your antics, let's give the @ right
Yes.
now before I play another song and we say goodbye?
Okay, so NOFO Live is where you're going to catch our show every Friday morning at 9. So it's at NOFO Live. And then my personal page is at ms.Tracy Kessler. And I'll let Sunita say hers. She has two.
So mine is at Sunita Narma. But I also last year launched a business making handmade bags and jewelry and robes, like just stuff to live the Norfolk life, and that is at NOFO Style. And I also just wanted to add the upcoming guest. On the 22nd, we have Catapano Dairy Farm.
Oh, yeah.
That has the cutest goats. So if
Yes,
you
they
want
do.
to
Cheese,
And
right?
Yeah,
then on the
very good cheese.
29th, we have New Roots Wine, which is an independent vineyard that helps you grow.
Where are they?
They will come to your backyard if you're growing grapes, and they're sort of like a
Ah.
vineyard consultant. And they
Ah.
also do have their own wine, so we'll find out more if they have a location, but they're kind of mobile right now. And then on the 5th, on September, we have Iconic Gold Oysters. And then we have the Seaport Museum that's going to have their Maritime Festival. So currently we
Yes.
have guests booked all the way out till
Do you have
November or
Erin? Do you
December.
have Erin Kimmel, the new executive director there? Do you know who's coming on?
I
from
don't know who's going to be
ESM?
on. I'm not sure who's
Stay
going to be on, but I
tuned to find out more. I'm
Yeah.
Gianna Volpe. That was Sunita Narma, Tracy Kessler. This is Jack Johnson and Friends, and you, whoever you are out there, you are awesome, and you're listening to Long Island's only local NPR radio station, WLIW-FM. Maybe you'll see me on NOFO Live one of these days.